I'm Amber, welcome to my channel. Today I am building a really cute modern beach house. I hope I bring my usual energy to this video, but I'm really tired because I didn't sleep at all last night, so I'm trying to be upbeat, but I am exhausted. So first I'll show you a really quick look at the picture that inspired this build, so here it is up on the screen for you. This picture, I saw it somewhere on Twitter on like an architecture page, and I was just like, that is so cute. I'm gonna have to try and build that in The Sims. It looks so pretty. It's not really my style or something I'd usually build, but I really like that, you know, branching out and trying out different styles and things. And so let's get into the build and see what I came up with. So, obviously I had to build this in Sulani because it's a like beachfront house, beachfront property, and so it just made perfect sense to build it in Sulani. And because it's quite a big house, I built it on one of the bigger lots, obviously, and so I think I ended up choosing the one that's like its own island, completely isolated, so it has beach views all the way around, which worked quite nicely for the kind of weird way this house works, because your kind of main focus is at the back garden, and then you have like this weird entrance bit, and it just kind of works best to have it views from all angles. And so I'm just kind of putting together the general shape and structure, figuring out windows and things. Oh, as I said, I didn't sleep last night. I didn't expect to just be yawning though. And I did try and keep it as much as I could. It's very similar to that reference picture, but then when it came to the inside, I didn't know what the inside actually looked like, other than a little bit that you could see through the screenshot. Screenshot singular. I only saw one picture. And yeah, but this is so different to what I would usually build. The like really modern black sleekness with the like pine light coloured wood, I thought was really interesting and not something I'd try very often. And then this pool is kind of fun. It's a bit asymmetrical, and it's got, oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to start recording all over again if I keep yawning. I'm gonna ruin my makeup. It's got this little bit that's asymmetrically placed that kind of juts out into the pool, and it's supposed to be like a fire pit area. Didn't work as well as I wanted because I wanted it to be an indented platform, and you can't do that because it's like within a pool. It was being kind of fussy and annoying, and yeah. And then this line of trees around the side. Again, not something I would usually think to try, and different trees that I would usually put together, but it works really well. They look really, really good together. And so I really like how that turned out. It does look a little bit out of place in some way, but then it's also kind of like these people have a super manicured garden, so it kind of makes sense that these rich people would have this. And then you can see I'm really trying to make that like fire pit idea work. And then putting a planter behind it as well, because it kind of looked like that's what was in the actual... Oh, I'm trying not to yawn. I promise I'm not always like this in my videos. Oh, I look like I'm crying. I'm so tired. Yeah, basically I'm trying to figure out like as much as I can what was in the real building. Makeup all over my hand. And so even things like I put this like little mid-century cute looking chair on the balcony, because that was all that was on the balcony in the real build. And you could kind of see a live like leafy wall through the window in the living room, or whatever that room is actually in the real house, I don't know, but in my one it's the living room. I wanted to play around with different coloured walls and things. Again, I was kind of going off of the reference picture and kind of adding in what I thought worked. So I added in this giant cylinder chandelier thing. I thought that was really fun and went with the like style very well. And it's not an item I can use that much really, because it's just a crazy item in the game. And I didn't really know what to do with the stairs for a while, because they just were splitting off the space really weirdly. But what I ended up doing with them, I think I moved them from where they are now. But what I end up doing with them works nicely. They're kind of in the corner, but it all flows well. So you'll see. So just getting kind of the general layout and wallpapering of this build, and then adding in the base lights before I start putting things in. I promise I've usually got more energy than this. I'm so tired. But there's a but But my makeup turned out so cute today. I hadn't done winged eyeliner. Sorry. I hadn't done winged eyeliner in a while, so she turned out quite good. I think it turned out good. And so I'm going to start actually decorating and furnishing the house in a second. So that is going to start looking really, really cute. I didn't want to add too many windows on the back, but the ones I did add, I wanted them to be big glass panes on the front, just to keep it all looking like it all goes together. Can you see my cat in the background? And so these people clearly have the money, they've got this big mansion, it's really nice. So they have this whole entryway area where you can put all your coats and your shoes and things, like a little get ready station. I feel like it would work best to have this in its own closed off little room. Don't know what happened to my voice there. In its own closed off little room. But I feel like most people really like open plan. It's not for me. I think it's a sensory overload. Open plan, the noise just builds up and travels everywhere. So I wouldn't personally want to live in somewhere so massive and open. But I get it's cute and nice. This cabinet was really bothering me because the island version doesn't line up with, oh my goodness, with the regular version of the cabinet. The ends aren't the same width. I don't understand why or who would do that design. It makes no sense. But I just kind of went with it and pretended it was a stylistic choice. It wasn't, but we can pretend it was. And then the round sofa, I really like how that looks in here because it was becoming very boxy, very squares and right angles. And I put a coffee table inside of another coffee table to make this little magazine tray. I thought that was really fun. So I don't know what the main one is, but then it's the tiny living one. I muddle tiny living and eco lifestyle all the time. I think it's the tiny living side table, coffee table thing raised up inside of another one. It looks like a tray. And it still works for placing things. So, putting in a dining area. So we've got a living, kitchen and dining area all in here. The layout of this room was a little bit annoying to work with, but it does all kind of come together pretty much in the end. But it is just hard to work with a giant open space rather than a room with a door here and windows here, and the sofa has to go here because of that, and it just makes more sense and it's kind of easier to do it that way. I'm so sorry. I've never recorded a video whilst being this tired. I promise I'm not usually this exhausted. Also, I'm slouching so much, I'm barely even in the screen. It's not good. So, adding on some detail and stuff to the kitchen, I put these really small little kitchen cabinets on the walls. Not something giant that would be really overpowering in the space, but these are kind of between a shelf and a cabinet, so I thought that worked nicely. And then this space looked really empty, so I was trying to think of something to fill it out, and I thought maybe a little chatting, socializing area, maybe you could sit there and read because there's bookshelves near it. So that's kind of cute. And I used the same chairs as we put on the balcony upstairs. Obviously upstairs because balconies can't go downstairs. Can they? No. So yeah, this whole space is coming together and starting to look very cute and cohesive. And then I wanted to start working on a downstairs office because it just worked out with the space that there was a nice area to put in a downstairs office. I'm really stifling off a yawn right now. Cool. When you push a yawn and you don't do the yawn, it's horrible. So I really like how I set up and laid out this office because it has the desk and then 2 seats opposite it and magazine covers or articles they've been in and stuff. So it really looks like they're a professional with meetings with clients. Imagine being their client and just going to this house for a meeting. That would be really cool. And then I wanted to add some kind of interesting fountain thing to the pool, but it just was not working out. We have better fountain options, I feel in The Sims 3. Maybe I'm remembering it with rose tinted glasses? Rose tintedness. But I feel we had some much cuter fountain options. I'm just going to tilt this down because it's driving me crazy because I'm slouching and I'm not even on the screen. The layout for this room I hated it. I could not lay out this bedroom in a nice way because the bed has to be facing a window because to make the most of the view. And then you need to like fit in all their clothes and stuff, and it just wasn't coming together. It's maybe my least favourite part of this house because I really do like how this house turned out, but this particular room just wasn't vibing. The bedrooms in general are probably my least favourite part of this build. I just think the layouts and things and the style of the bedrooms didn't really work out super well. Also, like, bedrooms tend to have a lot more personality in real life than the rest of the house, because the rest of the house can have like a cute generic kind of design and style, but bedrooms are more personal. So trying to make the bedrooms all match this same style was a bit weird. So for this one I was kind of doing a lot of like a teenager room, and I feel like because I wanted to design it as like a teenage room, I added a lot of personality and colour and things that didn't necessarily go with the general style of the rest of the house. So that was kind of tricky to like get it to work with the style but also have its own style at the same time. But I think I kind of got a bit of a balance between it, but not perfectly. Definitely not perfectly. And so it is really cute. I like the kind of like purple and green and like planty and very modern colour scheme and vibe. I don't know. I like it is what I'm saying. It turned out cute, but it's not cute enough. You know, when you're sleepy and you just talk and then you process afterwards. Today's not the day to be filming a video. And then this room, I feel like the layout was even worse to figure out because it's such a weird shape, and if you want to do something big like a big sofa, it doesn't work, but if you want to have like a small sofa, it just looks out of place and too small. So I used a sectional to make something kind of in between, and then put the bed into the corner, which is something I've been doing a lot more recently with the double beds in Sims, just because it is realistic that people like teenagers would have a double bed but pushed it into a corner to maximise on their space. And like they're only going to have one person using it, whereas, you know, with two Sims, it's easier to just have it accessible from both sides. I never really know what to do in like empty spaces, so I always put like 2 chairs and a rug, just filling the space out. And then this little area with a mirror at the top of the stairs, I quite like that. Just decorative and cute. And then there is a couple of bathrooms upstairs, so just decorating one of them. And then downstairs there is a home gym in that very left hand side room because I didn't know what to put in there, and it's got a nice big window, so it couldn't really be a bathroom or anything, plus there's already a downstairs bathroom. And I thought maybe guest bedroom, but I ended up going with a personal gym, which I think is a cute, fun idea. I'd love to have one, it'd be great. And so yeah, that kind of turned out really cute. I'm like dizzy from tiredness. Plus I've been making a table all day. It's a cloud-shaped table. I'm going to be posting a video about it quite soon. A cloud-shaped table to go in my camper van to replace the kind of ugly table that's in there at the moment. So using power tools when I haven't even didn't even use drill. Using power tools when I haven't even started. Anyway, thanks for watching. There's the tour of the build. So here's how she looks from the outside. Here we go. So it does kind of look a little bit just like a box from some angles, but from the front it looks really cute. It's definitely out of my comfort zone and something I wouldn't usually build. I didn't really quite know what to do with the back of it. I thought maybe like a little car or the driveway, but it just didn't really work with the style, especially it being on like a little island. Maybe some kind of boat from like Debug would have been cool, but I don't know. Jet skis would have been good, I think. But you can see they've got all these different really cool hangout spots out in the gardens. They've got this little area for eating outside. They've got the pool with a diving board and everything. The little like fire pit-ish area. Lily pads floating in the pool. So many different lounges and sofas and outdoor hangout spots. I just noticed that mailbox that's randomly spawned. How did I not notice that the whole time I was recording this like screen recording tour? Don't know. But yeah, you can see even over there's another hangout spot using 2 of the sectional sofas, but like the loungy parts of the sofas together to make it like a almost bed, like a little nap day bed kind of thing. And then you come inside and it is so pretty. So that there that you're looking at now is like the main entrance, but we've come in from like the back garden. Ooh, one of my hamsters is awake. And then it reminds me of Grand Designs, this build. It's really grand, very, you know, big and modern. It's got these big floor to ceiling windows and leaves on the wall and open plan. It's very a lot of the houses on Grand Designs, which is a compliment to myself, I guess, because I built it, but also to you if you like this style. And then you can see there, which is where I end up putting the stairs. I think it doesn't divide up the space too much, but it still kind of flows nicely, so it works quite well. And then the gym is kind of bare bones, quite basic, but it's just kind of realistically what you'd have in there. So yeah, that is the whole of the main open plan part of the downstairs area, and we've got the office and the bathroom left. So the office, quite simple, but I really love the layout of that and the style of how that room turned out. And then the bathroom, it's alright. It's not the best, but it's okay. I love this double heighted bit with all the leaves hanging down. I think that's so pretty. I can't believe I built that. And then you've got almost like a mezzanine hallway above, so you could like peek over and have a look out of the view, except I made the mezzanine wall really high, so you wouldn't be able to peek over. So you'd be like having to jump and it'd probably be quite dangerous. But, you know, it's not real. So that's how you come up the stairs on a wooden and glass staircase. There's like a seating area because, like I say, I don't know what to do in random empty spaces like that. But I do like how I decorated that bit to the side of it with the columns and the mirror and side table. Master bedroom. It's not my favourite. It's not great. She's not amazing. And then they have a Jack and Jill bathroom, which means just like a shared bathroom between two bedrooms. And that goes into the like teenage daughter room, which is very modern, but then also purple and pink and girly. So, you know, they're like an artiste. They've got their easel and things and lovely view from every window in this house. Because how could there not be? They're on an island, like a isolated, privately owned island. And then we go through, you see how high that wall is now? You go through into maybe like a teenage boy bedroom. So you've got his like sofa, gaming area, and he gets the balcony, but he has to keep it like, you know, neat and tidy for the aesthetic of the house. So there's just a chair on there. And that's kind of a little bit bare bones as well, a little bit basic. And then there's the bathroom, and one more look at the exterior. So I did actually take some cute screenshots of this build. I don't always include screenshots, very rarely include screenshots at the end of my speed builds, but I took some nice ones and I wanted to include them at the end of this video. So in a second we'll go into the screenshots. And let me know if you like when I put screenshots at the end. I know some YouTubers do that in every build and some never do that, so I don't know, I guess it's just a preference thing. But let me know if that's something you like. So here are some lovely screenshots of this build. Interior, because I think it looks quite different in a picture than moving around in a screen recording. My head hurts so much. If I'm like that all the time, like, it's because I'm exhausted. I'm so tired. You know when your sleep schedule gets really bad, so you reset it by staying awake for one night and then awake for the day, so then you go to sleep at a good time, and it's supposed to like reset your sleep schedule and it never works properly, but you do it anyway. Yeah. So whizzing through these screenshots, just giving you a nice closer, more steady look at all of the different rooms. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, obviously please subscribe, leave us a little friendly comment, and like the video. I'm getting really near 10k subscribers. That's crazy. Oh, it's actually crazy. And if you're waiting for more videos about the van, oh boy, they're coming, but they are long videos of me renovating the van, but we're getting there. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.